What a great morning it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Reverend Drinkwater. Looking forward to your anniversary. I know it's going to be some great times happening there at the Redeemed Church. Not just because it's the Redeemed Church, but because you've made a contribution to our community. And I want to take my hat off to you. And I want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for being not just a minister, but being a part of our community. And, I'm talking about our community there off of Kelly. I'm talking about our community there off of Lottie. The ministry does not just stop there at the church. Way to go, Reverend Drinkwater. Great things happen when you listen to the Clara Luper show. Great things are going to happen. You know why? I passed that mirror this morning, and I know that you passed the mirror, and you've had an opportunity to look in that mirror, and you've had a chance to say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to not only listen, but to see myself. Mom will be here shortly. We're going to get her on the air, and we had some plans. Plans, we have a lot of plans. A lot of times that we plan to do a lot of things there at the radio station. A lot of times we plan on being more physical at the radio station. But a lot of times you just have to deal with what it is. Looking forward to next week. Not only is it Reverend Drinkwater's anniversary, not only is it a celebration, but then there's a young man that will be down at the Bricktown. Jaruba will be a part of the Bricktown Reggae Festival. We're looking forward to that. You know why? Because we all come from, I think it was last week we talked about how the how the ghetto, they want to call it a ghetto. We want to talk about how the community was together. But then what we want to also talk about is how we've all been able to make it. Then there's a celebration. We celebrated a wedding this week. We celebrated birthdays this week. Oh, my goodness gracious. Stay tuned. You're live and in beautiful living color. 1220 is the AM number. Call that friend. Call that neighbor. Make sure that they're a part of this, the Clara Luper Show. You know what? We would like to go down to 23rd and Martin Luther King. Why would you go down there, Calvin, you ask me? Because of hometown IGA. I want the very best in food. I want the very best in product. I want the very best in service. You know where I'm gonna get it? Them people they're so nice, so kind to you there. You think I'm jiving? Give me a call and let me know if I'm wrong. Because at hometown IGA, 23rd and Northeast Martin Luther King is the place to get the very best in your product. Then I can brag again. It's another little dude. What's his name? Phil Gates. There at Gates Barbershop, where not only do they make people beautiful, but they will make you beautiful. And he's done a great job with some people I know. He hasn't been able to do too well with a lot of other people I know, but he's done great with some people we know. Good things will continue to happen. There in the Edwards Edition area, Mrs. Russell was supposed to call me. I'm going to wait on her to call, but then we'll see. Great things will continue to happen. So I'm going to sit back, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to listen to this great song. Why is it great? It's almost as good as the one that our girl, our former Miss Black Oklahoma, Annette Roberts, has done. I can't call her Roberts. Annette Boat. Oh, well, we'll get her whole name. But then what I want you to do is to be a part of the show. Make your mistakes with me. Make my mistakes with me. But the big thing is that you tell that friend, tell that neighbor that they better be listening to Clara Luper show, because Clara Luper herself, live and in beautiful color, is coming on. Clara Luper is coming on. She's going to be bragging about Reverend Drinkwater. Boy, we're so happy about him. It's some other things that we got to brag about. But then, of course, we never will not quit bragging about the Fifth Street Baptist Church that's located there at 801 Northeast Fifth Street. Reverend Coleman, I know you'll be there. Great things will continue to happen. Sit back. Call that neighbor. And if you don't call them, go out on the porch and holler, "Hey, I'm listening to the Clara Luper show," and I know that you will be happy. All right, I'm ready. Lay it on me, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready. I am so ready. Some people talk that talk. Some people walk that walk. Some people talk that talk. Some people walk that walk. But then there's not too many daycare centers here in Oklahoma, here in Texas, here in New Mexico, here in Kansas, here in the Southwest region that are as great as Chauncey Chiradina's Daycare Center. Now, where's Chauncey Chiradina's Daycare Center located? Northeast 50th Street. But I'm fortunate, and you're fortunate, because we have on the line a young lady that runs that place. Good morning. How are you doing, Mrs. Matthews?
Good morning. About the Clara Luper show.
Huh?
I'm so happy that Clara's going to speak this morning. I am so happy that she's doing great.
Well,
I'm so happy that I got a chance to get you this morning.
Yes, she's doing great, but we're going to brag. I wanted to brag on Chauncey Chiradina's Daycare Center there. What's that address?
Yeah, we're located at 1643 Northeast 50.
1643.
Yes, and we have a summer program. We have a real nice summer program. We have about 28 to 30 kids, 6 and up, that's enjoying the activities that we offering this year. But I wasn't calling about that. I was calling about the...
Well, Miss Matthews, I'm a nosy kind of guy. How long you been in business there?
Since 1965, so that's like 41 years.
65 to 2007. How many years is that?
I think 60. I'm sorry, 40 years. We just celebrate our 40th year, going in 41st year.
Well, way to go. And there's been young people that have come through there all that time that you've been able to teach. You've been not only teaching, but you're instructing them not only just in ones and twos and reading, but you're letting them know.
Yeah, some of there this summer, 12, 13 years old.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, but I want to talk about, I haven't got to talk about how I enjoyed, I was really able to come to the Miss Black Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
My husband sick, I just enjoyed it, so I didn't get to attend all the activities, but I attended most of them that I could. And I'm so happy, and it was one of the best pageants I think that we have ever had. It was just beautiful.
Well, one thing about Miss Black Oklahoma, you helped make it beautiful because you sponsored was that a breakfast or a lunch or dinner?
Breakfast,
which one was it?
Breakfast, yeah. We had
that was a breakfast.
This morning.
The Gloria Matthews breakfast.
Yes.
That was one of the highlights of the pageant.
I've been with you about 30 years, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope my health and my husband's health have enabled me to continue.
Yeah. Paul is hanging in there.
Yes,
but one thing about it now, 160, what's that address of the daycare center?
1643 Northeast 50th Street.
1643.
Going to Rhode Island and 50th.
Now, why would a parent want to take their kid to a daycare center?
Well,
why not just keep them at home?
Well, they can't stay by themselves. They have something to do, and then they're just, they just can't leave kids. Children can't stay by themselves. Even they 12 and 13, I have some 12 and 13-year-olds there. They cut them off at 12 with the state of helping them, but I just keep them anyway. When they get that age and they don't have daycare, I just let them stay on in there.
But
the children are our future, and I do not want kids out on the street and staying home by themselves.
Mrs. Matthews, when you pass that mirror, you pat yourself on the back.
Well, thank you,
say thank you.
We all have to pat ourselves on the back.
No, I'm bragging on those that have done it. You've been doing it for 40 years. A lot of us been doing it and haven't been doing it like you've been doing it.
Yeah.
But you've been an integral part of our community. Our community needs more.
Not only the Child Care Center, they can come to the Freedom Center on Monday nights. We have a program down there that we teach children and show them the right way. So we need all these parents out there to send their children to the Freedom Center on Monday night.
Well, let's work on it.
6 to 7 on Monday night.
Let's work on it, because one thing about it, the young people that have come through the Freedom Center and have been a part of the NAACP.
That's right.
The young people that have been a part of Chauncey Church, Dina's Daycare Center, they have been able to make a difference in our community. You go down to I hate to say it, but I can start at the county jail because I know it's a lot of people down there. I mean, not a lot, but then it's a lot of people down there that are working. They are not. They're not people. I can think of the fire department where they are working. They're making a difference. I can think of
Police department.
you know, and they've come through the Freedom Center. They've been inspired and they've been motivated by their activities. But Mrs. Matthews, it's been so good. I don't know. I'm trying to get my own ready to get on the phone, but the best thing that we've done is that you've been a part of it. Will you do me a favor?
Thank you.
Will you do me a favor?
Yes, I will.
Will you kiss Paul?
Oh, yes, I do that all the time.
Okay.
Thank you, Kat.
Great things happen on the Clara Luper Radio Show. You can't never tell what's going to happen. We got new things going on. We're talking about the a new superintendent for the Oklahoma City Public Schools. We're talking about a new county commissioner coming up. We're talking about, oh my goodness, we're just talking about it. So sit back, relax, make sure that friend, that neighbor listens to us. Make sure that friend, that neighbor. Now you saying, why should I keep listening to the Clara Luper Show? Because wait till we tell you what is really fit to go on. Good morning. How you doing? I got that call, Phil. Lex, I missed the call. Okay. I have to continue with it because we want to continue. We want to pat all the ministers on the back that are trying to do something. You know, some ministers, those of you that are just sitting there in the pulpit, and we want to pat you on your back too. But those of you that are making a difference in our community, we want to pat you on the back. We want to make sure that you have that you realize that we appreciate what you're doing. If you can be like our Reverend Drinkwater, you got some big feet, some big shoes, some big steps to make. Because not only is it about preaching the gospel, but it's about showing the gospel. We will be continuing. I'm ready, Lex. Lay that song on me. I'm waiting on it. And it's very easy to play that song. I'm ready for
Actually, Calvin, before we go to that musical selection, we do have a caller that's on hold.
Oh, my goodness. Who is it? Anybody I know?
Miss Hunter.
Mrs. Letty Ruth Hunter, the judge coordinator for the Miss Black Oklahoma. Let me try. Let me see if I can talk to her. Good morning, Mrs. Hunter. What a beautiful day it is. And thank you for continuing to bless this day. How are you doing?
How are you doing, and how is Clara doing? And I'm calling to say hello to you and to Clara.
Well, I'm doing a lot better now that I have an opportunity to hear your glorious voice.
And all of the persons who are listening to us this beautiful morning on our radio program. Because we've had a wonderful, wonderful program. And as Mrs. Matthews was just talking a few minutes ago about the Miss Black Oklahoma Patches.
Yes.
Each year we say we work real hard, and we say, oh, my goodness, we work real hard, and this is not going to be what we expect. And then when we present the program, it is so elegant. It is so beautiful. And we say, this year was better than last year. And somehow we cannot evaluate the one that is the best.
Well, we have nothing but challenges ahead of us, Mrs. Hunter. And the challenges include the Lady Ruth Hunter dinner. No, that's the judge's dinner.
Judge's dinner.
That's the judge's dinner.
Miss
Matthews has bragging rights because of the fact that what we do during the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant is give the young people that participate, those young people that come in, not only as participants, but we give them an opportunity to see some people doing something. I'm not going to brag on Stanley Evans down there because Colonel Stanley, the dean in the law school. I'm not going to brag on him because it's nothing but truth. You know, he's gone a long way. He's done. He's come from what some people would call the ghetto, but then what we're talking about is doing something to make a difference in our community. We can do it. We don't need to shoot each other to be something. That's what's happening.
That is true, Kelvin.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that somewhere, as the Reverend Drake Water gave his story as to how he was out in the world and the thing that took him to make a change, I hope that they heard him. And nobody will wait to come to that point before they will have to make a change and know that there is someone greater than the world that he was serving out there. And I hope they heard him, and I hope that they would get a lesson from what he has said. And
well, you
why
know, what,
he
what,
made a change. And I can give the history of several other people who are out in the world, and they've made the change. And they wanted to come and do the work of our Lord, or to do the Lord's work, the work that Jesus Christ asked them to do out in the world.
Great thing about it is that the Lord continues to stay on our side. What we need to do as a community, we'll keep telling you about it here on the Clara Luper Show, because we can brag on what happens there at Chauncey Charadina's Day Care Center. We can brag on what happens at the NACP Youth Council meetings at the Freedom Center. We can brag at what happens at the Fifth Street Baptist Church. We can brag. But the things that we have to do is to put it all together. We got to show these young people. I don't know what else we got to show them. You know, I was trying to buy a belt someplace. You know, belts are hard to find. That's why everybody's pants are drooping. But we won't worry about that now. But we will. What we will do.
We have to tell those belt factories, you won't have to beat what you're doing. People who don't want to buy your belts and they can't keep their pants up. Or either we got to tell the people who are making pants is they have to make those waistlines so narrow that they cannot come down.
That they won't come
So we're
down.
going to have to make some kind of adjustment.
It sounds like a good entrepreneur thing to do, to come up with a salesmanship on belt. But then we're not worried about it, because one thing about the beautiful history of Oklahoma, the beautiful history of Oklahoma City, is that we've always been inventive. We've always come up with it. There was a young man that used to work at Langston University. Cornell, you know I was going to say it. You knew I was going to have to brag on you because of the fact of the things that you've done to make Langston University a university that is braggable. And Cornell has done that because of the fact that he not only graduated from Langston, but he worked at Langston, and he continues to care about Langston. He continues to care not only about Langston, Oklahoma, but about Oklahoma City, about Tulsa, about DuPont, Clinton, any town out there, you know about Cornell Nash. But then I know this, and I'm happy to share this with you, that every Saturday during this month, the Oklahoma History Center will be having a family fun day. This is a Saturday. This is 777. I'm trying to save that for a young lady who's celebrating her birthday. But from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m. today, everything will be, you can go by the Oklahoma History Center. Great things happen as you listen to the Clara Luper Radio Show. I'm going to brag on you about what's happening there in the Oklahoma History Center, but then the best thing on the bragging is for you to go and see. I could brag on it about what's happening at the different churches here, but then what I'm going to do is back up off the phone. Shut up, David. Don't be mad at me. But I'm going to let this young lady talk that's been anxious to talk with you all week. Young lady that loves Oklahoma. Oh, but before she comes on, I want to brag about a young man that's back on the air, even though he's not on KTLV. But he's on the air again. Now, you're going to be able to find him. And JJ, Johnny Jordan is back. And we missed one friend. We missed one friend. And but we have JJ is coming back on there. He's on from 5 o'clock on Fridays. What was that? 3 o'clock on Sundays with gospel music. Great things happen. I tell you, I got some old news for you. Sit back, relax, kick it. Lex, we ready? Give me a go. What is that? 9:22. My goodness, have you heard a song like this? I wanted to play our little girl from former Miss Black Oklahoma, Annetta Roberts. But then that song will be available. All right, well, we'll listen to this one. I know you'll love it. Thank you, Aunt Nancy. Love you dearly. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much for just the opportunity to be a part of this, the best radio show. Sterling, everybody at KTLV know there's nothing like the Clara Luper show. I'm fortunate enough to be a part of it, but my fortunate part is that you are part of it. Call that friend, call that neighbor. Good morning, caller. How are you doing? Welcome to this, the best show in radio. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. This is Charles Shelton.
Charles Shelton there at Oklahoma State University?
At Oklahoma State University.
Oklahoma
greatest university
State.
ever created.
After Oklahoma University?
No.
After Central State?
No.
After the Oklahoma City University?
No. Just Oklahoma State. It's the state's university.
Oklahoma State University. Them country cowboys?
Oh.
Good things happen, boy. I just say it like I feel it. I'm just glad that you're in school. I'm glad that you're on scholarship. I'm glad that you're doing something positive for the community. Tell us a little bit about, you still active in the NAACP, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm actually presently on the way to Detroit, Michigan for the NAACP National Convention with two other individuals from Oklahoma State University, our Oklahoma State President, Shakar Chapman, as well as one of her counterparts, Miss Carmen Robinson.
Go over that again, man, because my hearing's a little bad now that I've turned 60.
I'm on the way to the NAACP National Convention in Detroit, Michigan. With me, I was able to bring along the president of the NAACP chapter at Oklahoma State University, who was recently rechartered this year, who is Shakar Chapman, as well as one of her counterparts, like her right-hand man, and that would be Miss Carmen Robinson.
Okay. Outstanding. You know, what we're going to do at the National Convention this year, although the Oklahoma City Youth Council we will be represented by you. You will make sure that we make a good representation, and I'm certain.
We'll do our best to to uphold Oklahoma as a whole. At the convention, we're going to have the opportunity to participate in the political forum this year. Also, we'll be able to. They're going to do something different this year, where they're going to allow us to sit around at a table with all the other college chapters and talk about the various differences from region to region and see how they apply to ourselves and how can we make the change in our regions to get more membership.
Well, outstanding. You come a long way since being just a participant at the Freedom Center, being a participant there at the, what school was that? High school you graduated from? I forgot. John Marshall, was it?
Yes.
Okay, a John Marshall graduate, young man that has gone on and continued to go on and to make a difference in our community. What are some of your goals?
Say it again?
What are some of your goals that you plan on doing after you finish college or as you continue to go through college?
One of my goals for college, one of my big goals for college is really to graduate. Really to graduate and go into a job right out of college. I plan on to teach music, music in a high school. I'm a music ed major. I'm also a political science major with a minor in economics. But my ultimate goal is I would love to teach music to young individuals.
Okay, well, you have the opportunity there. Man, when you get to Detroit, you look at that atmosphere up there, and you can see the differences that we have to make in Oklahoma. We look forward to you coming back. Is our state president, is she available? Can I talk with her?
She's not able to go this year due to schedule conflict. She had an internship as well as she's taking classes this summer. So we were able, like I said, I'm
continuing her education. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Well, congratulations on what you've been able to do during the this, not only this semester but past semesters. But then we're looking forward to hearing more about what you do at Oklahoma State University. Now, you know, Aunt Nancy loves that university. Nancy Davis. She thinks that they ought to rename the university Nancy Davis University. But it's nothing like Oklahoma University because of the fact that we know who excels in all areas. You all are good up there in the agriculture and those kind of things. There have been some outstanding Oklahoma State University graduates that have made a difference in our community. But, you know, it doesn't matter where you graduate from. It depends on what you want to do and what you do. And we're counting on you, all right?
All right.
All right. Love you dearly. Thank you so much. I'm listening to you, and I'm proud of you. And when you pass that mirror, you pat yourself on the back and say, hey, I made it. Because, you know, it was a hard time. At past NAACP conventions, you know, you wouldn't stay in the meeting. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't do that. But what you did do was that you did learn. And we're proud of the fact that you have learned so much. Hey, man, it's 9:36 here in Oklahoma City. And we got good things going on. All right?
Yes.
Okay. Love you dearly. Stay strong, will you, bro?
Yes, I will.
Hey, man, how old are you? Come to think about it.
19.
19 years old, and you worried about you trying to do something for positive? Something's wrong with that picture. We need to spread that word across our state. We need to spread that word across our community about what young people can do. And you're a prime example. From a headache to but you know, don't you agree with me? Didn't you used to be a headache? Hello? Oh, he got out. Well, Charles Schultz, young man that you will be hearing more about, is doing something for our community. It's going to make a difference. He could have been a gangster. He could have been this. He could have been that. But what he decided to do was to take that John Marshall degree and go on to Oklahoma State University. And up there, I know that we're all proud of you. Okay?
All right.
All right. Good things.
Bye-bye.
Good things will continue to happen, man. Good things will continue to happen. What we're going to do next is brag. We should brag on Charles. We should brag on some of the other high school graduates that have come through the NACP, that have gone to national conventions before. Wish I could really talk to a lot of those guys up there that have been a part of the ACT-SO program, where they've had an opportunity to challenge themselves with young people from across this nation. I look forward to seeing that delegation from California. I look forward to seeing the delegation from across our state, from across our nation, that think that they tough. I know that the Chicago delegation will be, there'll be a lot of them there. I also know that you will, as Oklahoma Cityans, as Oklahomans, you will feel the power, you will feel the strength of the NAACP. Not just when you get in trouble, But before you get in trouble, NACP memberships are reasonable. Why you want to be a member of the NACP? Because there's a need for you to be a member of the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. It doesn't say just black people. It doesn't just say some white people, but it just says association of people working together to make a difference. You think I'm driving? Go by the Oklahoma History Center. It's located there across from the governor's office, Northeast 23rd, no, Clara Luper Boulevard, the Clara Luper Avenue, but Northeast 23rd. And then you can understand what we're bragging on. You'll see what we're bragging on, why Charles, as a 19-year-old, is so enthused about what's happening. But I'm so lucky because of the fact that I have with me a young lady that's located, her office is located at 730 West Britton Road. She has not only home insurance, not only life insurance, not only motorcycle insurance, but this young lady is there at 730 West Britton Road, where she would service all your insurance needs. Life insurance, water. Nothing is like it. Those of you who've been touched by that finger of death, you know how important life insurance is. Give Merle an opportunity. Their hometown, IGA 23rd Martin Luther King, Allstate Insurance, 730 West Britton Road, and she go from there. So good morning, Merlin. Welcome to this, your mom's show, the Clara Luper Show, where it's one of the best shows in radio. Not only that, we know who's listening. We know that all of Edwards Edition is listening. We know that all of Gordon Oaks is listening. We know that all of North Highland is listening. But we know this, that these people that are listening to the show will make a difference in our community. They will help make our community better. Welcome. How are you doing, Merlin?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you for this opportunity to visit with you on the Clara Luper Radio Show. I'm sitting here next to Mom, and we were just reminiscing about the NAACP National Convention. I know that since 1957, you in the Oklahoma City community have supported the Oklahoma City NAACP Youth Council, making sure that we had an opportunity to expose young people to the know of the NAACP, where they were able to sit in on the political development, the social and economic changes in America. But for the first time in over 50 years, the NAACP Youth Council did not go to the convention. The Oklahoma NAACP Youth Council was not able to attend the national convention. I have tears in my eyes this morning, thinking about how long it's been, and for the first time we had to miss it. But we're not missing it because we want to miss it. We were missing it because one of those, sometimes life goes with switch, and you have to swing that ball anyway. But next year we will be at the NAACP convention. Next year, I don't care what happens, it will be a better day for us. And don't worry, Mom. Don't worry about missing the convention this year, because everything's going to be all right.
Everything's going to be all right.
Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. And my hat goes off this morning to one of my favorite customers, Joe L. Harris of the Harris Howard Funeral Services, who is celebrating 50 years of excellence in the funeral service business. Hats off to you, Joe. I'm very proud of you. You've been a part of the Loudoun community. You've been a part of the Oklahoma City community. And anybody that can stay in business 50 years, you know that you're doing something right. And I also want to say a special congratulations to my classmate, Stan Evans, and his beautiful wife, that they were able to give the Lee Scholarship, the Evans Scholarship, to two seniors this year. And Lee Evans was a local TV personality here that whose life was shortened by a drunk driver that killed her on Northwest 36th Street. But her family has set up a special scholarship program. And the recipients this year was Bartiel Cox, excuse me, and Carmen Ponda Moore.
Carmen Ponda Moore.
Yes, congratulations on the Lee Evans Scholarship for 2007. And this morning I received a call. Did you know that the black farmers on Wednesdays and Saturdays have a you can go up and buy fresh veggies there off of the highway on 23rd Street near the circle, the Grand Circle.
Uh-huh.
So stop by. My classmate Willard Tillman from LU is instrumental in that program.
LU, is that near Oklahoma State?
Yes, it is, Calvin. That's Langston University.
Langston University.
And I am proud. I am proud to be a part of Langston University.
Okay.
Also, I would like to tell you that starting on Monday, we're having a sale at Uniquely You Boutique, and if you think you've seen something, you haven't seen nothing yet, I need you to stop by and get your wife all dressed up. But wife, I need you to get yourself dressed up because we're having a sale of sales. And I am so excited that I'm a part of it. And yes, I tell you, I was sitting here next to my beautiful mom, and I just want her to. I want her in a few minutes to say hello to you. That's
Mom's not ready yet.
Oh, but she's looking good.
She's not ready. She's looking good, but she's not ready. But the big thing is that another big thing is that I want to welcome to Oklahoma City our new superintendent of schools. A tremendous challenge, John Porter. Boy, you got it. Big hands, big feet, big shoes. You got to do it. But you know what? The education of our young people is tremendously important. There's some dedicated teachers that you have to work with. There's some dedicated things that even the support staff that is anxious to work with you. But what we're looking forward to is working with anything that we can do here on the Clara Luper Show, anything that we can do on certain at KTLV, the NACP Youth Council, the NACP, that we will do to help you. AXO program is a challenge for young people across the nation. So sit back, relax. Do I have an opportunity? No, I don't. What I will do is introduce to you Mom. Mom, you ready? Is Mom ready? Mom is ready.
Yes, she is.
She's ready.
She's ready, and she has something to tell each and every one of you. And welcome to your own show, Mother, the Clara Luper Radio Show.
Live and in beautiful living color.
Thank you, Marilyn and Calvin.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's time to welcome you again to Clara Luper. It's time to welcome you. And to tell you how much we appreciate your staying with us through sickness, through tribulations. You've always been with us. Everybody was surprised about the hundreds of you that attended the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant this year. Thanks for your compliments. Calvin, Marilyn, and Shelley put it together for us. We're real proud. I'd like to salute the big three, Calvin, Marilyn, and Shelley. They did a terrific job.
Well, Mom, I don't need a salute, but what I do need is an opportunity to join you in saying thanks to the community for being a part of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. And then also for you being there. That was one of the highlights.
Thanks so much. The gentleman from Clinton, I'm so happy we have him involved because he drove a weekdays.
Definitely.
Hey, talking about none other than Gene Ross. Gene Ross, they was known as the Monster Man at Oklahoma University, and I'll let Mama have it again.
Right. Well, Gene made a point of being a part of this Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, but then he's also been a part of it in the past. And I think the growth that he's seen with the young people, including Charles Shelton, who's a former escort. But Eugene, we appreciate what you did, not only as part of the pageant, but as down at OU. Then we think about Miss Ray. There's so many names that we need to call and say thank you, because Miss Black Oklahoma pageant it's a one person dream, but it's not a one person function. Then we look over in Tulsa. We look over in Muskogee. Great things will continue to happen. Make sure that you call that friend, that neighbor. I'm running a little tight on time. What, I got 10 more minutes? But then Jeanette Williams, but if you were there and you saw that dance, you saw them umbrellas, Jeanette was there. If you saw the escorts, Jeanette put it together. If you saw oh my goodness, Mom, are you ready to come back?
She's ready to come back, but before she does, we would like to dedicate the last 10 minutes of this radio show to the transportation director of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, Rodell Hornbeek. Rodell Hornbeek did a well of a job. He's responsible for getting the young people transported all over this city. And not one time was he late. He was always on time. And thank you to the business community that
Rodell Hornbeek,
yes.
No, wait a minute. Don't be bragging on Rodell.
Yes, I have to brag on it.
You be talking about John Vance next.
That's right, because Rodell, over the years, has done a fantastic job. See, all of us have certain responsibilities doing the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, and we've learned how to take care of our own personal business.
Uh-huh.
So the next 9 minutes, Rodell is all yours, and here is Mrs. Luper. She has something to say.
Yes, Rodell sells the Miss Black Oklahoma people automobiles. In fact, my last 3 automobiles I purchased from John Vance and Rodell Hornbeek. One thing about Rodell, he knows how to take care of business. Once you buy a car from him, you aren't all alone.
There you go, bragging again.
I have something to brag about.
You brag on Gates Barbershop. You brag on Hometown IGA, and now you're bragging on Rodell Hornbeek. Now I don't understand all that bragging. But tell us about it.
But you don't know Rodell.
I don't.
If you knew Rodell, you'd be on this bragging ship.
Uh-huh.
You would be bragging about him. He does his job so well without any interference from anyone. And he doesn't let anybody run his business. In fact, you can't run his business.
Well, that is difficult to do, because he was on time, as Merle was saying. He was there with the appropriate number of vehicles. The contestants were ready. The coordination with the limousines, with the different funeral homes from across the city, the coordination with everything. I don't know what else. I'm not going to brag on Rodell. I'm just going to say John Vance Motor Company is there in Guthrie. Rodell Hornbeek. You can meet him yourself.
How did you go about meeting him?
Well, Mom, the easy part is just calling John Vance and say, let me talk to Rodell Hornbeek. He's not only a good salesperson, he's not going to sell you something you don't need, but he's going to make sure that you get the vehicle that is best for you. If you have an event going on, I bet he would be willing to work with you, but I have to continue to compliment him on what he has done as a part of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageantry program.
And not only that, Calvin, you must tell this very intelligent radio listening audience that Rodell just did not start doing this. He has been connected with this pageant for decades. And again, my hat goes off to a man that knows how to take care of business and community. When you support the people that support you, look around at the programs and the things that you're involved in. start supporting some of the businesses that support you, and they can do more to make our community better. Give Rodell a call. Tell him a visit with Clara Luper was dedicated to none other than one of our best friends. I'm driving a car from Vance.
You driving what?
Shelley's driving a car from Vance.
Shelley is?
And Shelley's in Texas. They're getting ready to buy another car from Rodell. One thing about it, when your car messes up, Rodell sure will see about it. I can speak from experience on that. We love you, Rodell, a well of a person, and you do such an excellent job with the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. And you're an expert. My hat goes off to you.
All right. I'm taking my hat off right now. I got my Super Bowl hat, 2006 hat, Super Bowl hat that I love, that I'm taking off because of the fact that there was a car that made it to the Super Bowl. And you will never believe who sold that car. Rodell Hornbeak. Rodell, we're proud of you. John Vance Motor Company, thank you for keeping a great salesperson with you. So all you have to do, Mom, okay, don't hit me no more, Mom. Go ahead. You go ahead. Your time, Mom.
John Vance was one of our judges. And according to Mrs. Hunter, he's a good judge. He's on time. He works hard. Thank you, John Vance. Well,
what can we say?
What can we say?
We done bragged on a whole bunch of people. Let's see, did we miss?
Oh, I know.
And
I tell you what else. On the page program I had goes off to that staff, because any time that you can have that many young people and young people under control. As a matter of fact, I was at the Holiday Inn.
Page program. What is the page program?
A part of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, where the young ladies who are from ages 3 to 16 have an opportunity to do the same thing that the contestants do. As I was saying, I was at the Holiday Inn this past week, and some of the people that work there stopped me to let me know how proud they were of the discipline of the young people involved in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. As a matter of fact, it is said that that was the best discipline group that they have ever had at that hotel.
Not bragging, are you?
No, yes, I am.
Oh,
because my grandfather taught me that it's a poor dog that won't wag his own tail.
Okay.
So I see what you have to understand, Calvin.
Yeah.
That so often in life you never hear about the good things that young people do. You only hear about the negative things. And it's time to start talking about some of the good things, and maybe some of those negative things will start going away. We just need to motivate our young people and show them it's a better way. Because in one of the workshops we had during Miss Black, and I'll get off the phone, it said that they start billing and projecting the size of a jail by looking at our 3-year-olds.
Right.
So there's a problem, and it's a problem that we all must deal with. So on behalf of Clara Luper...
No, Merle, don't do that yet. Don't do that just yet. But do this, because we know that we have a new school superintendent that will be making a difference. But I have to brag on Miss Black Ardmore, Malika Hooks, Miss Black Guthrie, Kim Booney, Miss Black Langston University, Amber Bradford, Miss Black Muskogee, Santa Mitchell, Miss Black Muskogee County, Miss Black Oklahoma City, Felicia Ekpo. I got a cough, excuse me, artist. Miss Black Oklahoma City University, Tamisha Williams, Miss Black Tulsa, Leah Thomas. You never guess, you don't need to guess who the winner was. But the winner, because of her talent, because of the interview, because of the whole week of activity, ended up once again Miss Black Oklahoma City University. 3 years in a row. Can you imagine? Our compliments I had to go off to Miss Amber Bradford, who was the first runner-up. I had to go off to all the young ladies that were participating in the Miss Black Oklahoma 2007 pageant. So sit back and don't you relax. So what we got to do, let's make a difference in our community. Let's make a difference. I'm down to the quick, but then this is the 7th month. This is the 7th day of the 7th month. This is the 7th year. There is a young lady out there who is celebrating her 77th birthday. Now, what did I do with that note? Lex, do you know what I did with that note? What did I do with that note? Oh, no telling where that note is. But I bet you I'll find it before the end of the program. Great things happen as you listen to the Clara Luper radio show. And we want you to be a part of 77 years old, 7th day. Where did it go? There it is. There it is. But then we want you to know that we love you dearly. We invite you to go by our advertisers, not only just those that are on the Clara Luper show, but those that participate and advertise on the KTLV. Listen to it. Great things will happen. But, young lady, where? That's the wrong note, Merle. Okay. He's 77 years old today. It's the 7th day. Where did I do it that, Mom? Where did I put that? You don't know. The Clara Luper show, and we've gotten lost a little bit. Merle is not lost. But then I hope you aren't lost either, because that mirror. Merle, say something just for a minute while I look at it.
Yes, Calvin, I was just saying to you, you said we got lost. I'm not lost at all. I'm happy to be here and happy to be able to talk to my mother. And we want to say he found his note, and on behalf of all of us to you.
I'm looking at the time, but I know that today she's turned 77. And Mary Hartman, happy birthday to you. Mary Hartman, happy birthday to you. Mary Hartman, happy birthday to you. But you know what? May you have many, Calvin, that's not, many, many more. Those of you who celebrated birthdays this week, be like Mary Hartman. Love you dearly, and we look forward to seeing more about you. Do something positive for our community. Oklahoma City. Love you.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
This is
driving a car from there, and Shelley's in Texas. They're getting ready to buy another car from Rodale. One thing about it, when your car messes up, Rodale sure will see about it. I can speak from experience on that. We love you, Rodale. A well of a person, and you do such an excellent job with the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. And you're an expert. My hat goes off to you.
All right, I'm taking my hat off right now. I got my Super Bowl hat, 2006 hat, Super Bowl hat that I love, that I'm taking off because of the fact that there was a car that made it to the Super Bowl. And you will never believe who sold that car. Rodale Hornbeak. Rodale, we're proud of you. John Vance Motor Company, thank you for keeping a great salesperson with you. So all you have to do, Mom, okay, don't hit me no more, Mom. Go ahead. You go ahead. Your time, Mom.
John Vance was one of our judges. And according to Mrs. Hunter, he's a good judge. He works hard. Thank you, John Vance. Well,
what can we say?
What can we say?
We done bragged on a whole bunch of people. Let's see, did we miss?
Oh, I know.
And
I tell you what else.
Early.
On the page program I had goes off to that staff, because any time that you can have that many young people and young people under control. As a matter of fact, I was at the Holiday
Page
Inn.
program. What is the page program?
A part of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, where the young ladies who are from ages 3 to 16 have an opportunity to do the same thing that the contestants do. As I was saying, I was at the Holiday Inn this past week, and some of the people that worked there stopped me to let me know how proud they were of the discipline of the young people involved in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. As a matter of fact, it is said that was the best discipline group that they have ever had at that hotel.
Not bragging, are you?
No, yes, I am.
Oh,
because my grandfather taught me that it's a poor dog that won't wag his own tail.
Okay.
So I see, Well, you have to understand, Calvin, that so often in life you never hear about the good things that young people do. You only hear about the negative things. And it's time to start talking about some of the good things, and maybe some of those negative things will start going away. We just need to motivate our young people and show them it's a better way. Because in one of the workshops we had during Miss Black, and I'll get off the phone, it said that they start building and projecting the size of a jail by looking at our 3-year-olds.
Right.
So there's a problem, and it's a problem that we all must deal with. So on behalf of Clara Luper...
No, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. But do this, because we know that we have a new school superintendent that will be making a difference. But I have to brag on Miss Black Ardmore, Malika Hooks, Miss Black Guthrie, Kim Booney, Miss Black Langston University, Amber Bradford, Miss Black Muskogee, Santa Mitchell, Miss Black Muskogee County, Miss Black Oklahoma City, Felicia Ekpo. I got a cough, excuse me, artists. Miss Black Oklahoma City University, Tamisha Williams, Miss Black Tulsa, Leah Thomas. You never guess, you don't need to guess who the winner was. But the winner, because of her talent, because of the interview, because of the whole week of activity, ended up once again Miss Black Oklahoma City University. 3 years in a row. Can you imagine? Our compliments, I had to go off to Miss Amber Bradford, who was the first runner-up. I had to go off to all the young ladies that were participating in the Miss Black Oklahoma 2007 pageant. So sit back and don't you relax. So what we got to do, let's make a difference in our community. Let's make a difference. I'm down to the quick, but then this is the 7th month. This is the 7th day of the 7th month. This is the 7th year. There is a young lady out there who is celebrating her 77th birthday. Now, what did I do with that note? Lex, do you know what I did with that note? What did I do with that note? Oh, no telling where that note is, but I bet you I'll find it before the end of the program. Great things happen as you listen to the Clara Luper Radio Show, and we want you to be a part of it. 77 years old, 7th day. Where did it go? There it is. But then we want you to know that we love you dearly. We invite you to go by advertisers, not only just those that are on the Clara Luper Show, but those that participate and advertise on the KTLV. Listen to it. Great things will happen. But, young lady, where? That's the wrong note, Merle. Okay. He's 77 years old today. This is the 7th day. Where did I do with that, Merle? Where did I put that? You don't know. The Clara Luper Show, and we've gotten lost a little bit. Merle is not lost. But then I hope you aren't lost either, because that mirror. Merle, say something just for a minute while I look at it.
Yes, Calvin, I was just saying to you, you said we got lost. I'm not lost at all. I'm happy to be here and happy to be able to talk to my mother. And we want to say he found his note, and on behalf of all of us to you.
Yes. I'm looking at the time, but I know that today she's turned 77. And Mary Hardman, happy birthday to you. Mary Hardman, happy birthday to you. Mary Hardman, happy birthday to you. But you know what? May you have many, Calvin, that's not, many more. Those of you who celebrated birthdays this week, be like Mary Hardman. Love you dearly, and we look forward to seeing more about you. Do something positive for our community. Oklahoma City, love you.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
This is